So Tuesday marks legendary singer, songwriter, actor, and activist Harry Belafonte's 95th birthday.
Amazing to celebrate a star-studded benefit happening at New York's Town Hall Theater. Proceeds will go towards Sankofa, the social justice organization founded by Harry Belafonte and his daughter Gina. And much like her father, Gina Belafonte's work combines art and activism. She's the executive director, also an actor, a director, and a producer. So Gina Belafonte joining us live this morning. Good to see you, Gina. Thanks for being here on Pix 11.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
Oh my goodness. First things first, how are you and your dad doing these days, all right, as he approaches 95?
Amazing. Amazing. He's doing very well. He's hanging in, and he always says it's better than hanging up. So
Well, talk to us then about Tuesday's benefit. What can people expect to see?
well, it's a star-studded event, and when I say star-studded, I don't just mean in the entertainment business. We have community leaders, activists, we have thought leaders, celebrities. It's going to be a great night. It's first and foremost to honor his life and legacy. So we'll have a lot of information about his life, his career, and his contribution to civil rights and activism.
Yeah, it's so important. You're also celebrating 10 years of Sankofa. I'm saying that right, correct, right?
Sankofa,
Sankofa,
yes.
thank you. Talk to us about the kind of work your organization is really doing.
Absolutely. Well, Sankofa is a Ghanaian word that means go back and get it. And what we've been doing is using art as a tool to go back and retrieve the things that we have left behind in order to move forward. The wisdom of our ancestors, the wisdom of our elders, any of our community that we have left behind. So often our youth are left behind and our disenfranchised communities. So we partner with arts organizations and artists, and we work with community leaders and organizers, and we come together to find ways in which to use art as a tool to educate the community so that when they go to the polls or when they're feeling upset about something, we can assist them in shining a light.
Yeah, well, that word then, Sankofa, really epitomizes your father's work. I mean, his civil rights activism really is legendary, and he was a close confidant of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So what's it like for you to be able to carry on that legacy through the social justice work that you're doing now?
Well, as a little girl, my parents, both my mom and my dad, included me and involved me in much of the organizing and fundraising and meetings that they had. I remember as a little girl, I would lick envelopes, because in those days we licked envelopes and licked stamps and put them on there. And I would listen, and I sort of soaked in a lot of what they were doing, how they were doing it. And then throughout the years, my father, with all of his engagements, whether it was the Native American movement, the women's movement, the anti-apartheid movement, or the nuclear disarmament movement, I was always there participating in these efforts.
Yeah.
And he always was using his platform as an artist to do that. And so it just sort of soaked into my DNA. And so that's what I do now myself in my career.
Yeah, carrying it all on, right? Carrying the torch at a front line to so many historic events. And your father was also acting and fighting for civil rights alongside Sidney Poitier. So what would you like people to know about their friendship and what they accomplished together on the front lines?
Well, they met when they were teenagers, and they met at the American Negro Theater down in the basement while they were cleaning up some of the sets and things that were around. And they became very, very close friends throughout their entire lives. And that is a very long time. We just lost Sidney, which was a very sad and upsetting experience. But I personally am so grateful to have been able to have known Sidney and to watch the two of them in their relationship as best friends. And like best friends are, they were very, very close. They were very honest with each other. And it was a beautiful, beautiful relationship.
So what has your father said then to you about seeing you kind of carry the torch then in this effort and to see you continuing on his work?
Well, you know, what's so beautiful about my father is that he's touched so many of us and so many lives. And so I think there are many torch bearers and many of us that have grabbed the baton that he has passed. And I'm grateful and really honored and blessed, I feel, to be able to understand his perspectives, to understand his approach, his strategies. He and I are very close, and I know that he's proud of me. He's said it over and over again, which I am also grateful for. It's so wonderful to be able to have a parent say that to a child. And both my mother and my father have said that to me over and over again, and I'm grateful for it. They're both really wonderful and beautiful people. And my father is, you know, still to this day, just yesterday, I was with him and telling him about the event and what was going to happen. Of course, leaving a few surprises.
Oh, that's good.
But he's you know, very appreciative of all of the support,
Right.
not only for him but also for Sankofa.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Right. And as for tomorrow's benefit, by the way, are there tickets still available if people want to get involved in the action and some of these surprises that you're keeping under wraps? How can people get involved there?
Yes, absolutely. The benefit is March 1st on the day of my father's birthday, which is this coming Tuesday. And the very few remaining tickets that are left, you can find them at thetownhall.org.
Okay.
So it's www.thetownhall.org. And on their site and on their calendar, you'll see the March 1st, the poster of my father, and you can click there for tickets.
All right, Gina, thank you so much. Wish your father a very happy birthday for us.
I will do so. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Clearly, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Great work that you're doing. Thanks, Gina.